What's puppy? The other day I was going through my YouTube recommendations because, you know, it's what I do when I'm bored most of the time. And I see this image. I was shocked out of my mind. I've pretty much seen every piece of Batman media when it comes to movies and shows, and somehow I've never seen this. So I immediately took to the internet to see what this was all about, also putting up a poll in my Discord server asking if it would have been cool or cringe. You could say that there's a pretty obvious answer. But I think I possibly disagree. I think there could have been potential here, honestly. Like it had a 90% chance of being bad, but I think if they did it right, this could have been a cult classic among fans. So let's dive into what could have been about the canceled show Gotham High. Alright, first things first. To talk about the character designs and talk about the story arcs / possible plot lines from storyboards. So first we have Clayface, who I think they nailed, and the fact that he's an art major is the best and smartest part of his character. Now Dent doesn't look so hot. I personally don't like his design, and I felt that it could have been better. They could have done better with him, honestly. Also find it smart that he's running for class president, which sounds like a very Harvey Dent thing to do, so good job. Penguin looks about what I think he would look like, but you know, classic Cobblepot, and also he'd probably be that one annoying kid the whole time. You know what I'm talking about. Now, I like Croc's design, but he's the jock type, but I don't like that he's gonna be the class bully. It just doesn't feel right to me. Nigma looks fine, I guess, and I could definitely see him being a classic nerdy stereotype, but will be a darker version with, of course, him being the Riddler. I'm actually a big fan of Barbara's design. The weird part is that she's a teen in most instances anyways, so what's the point of her being here again? Now we get to the main man himself, Bruce, who looks way too much like the version of him from the TV show back in 2004, The Batman, which is a great and underrated show, by the way. He is also, of course, the new kid at school, because why wouldn't he be? Scarecrow is my favorite design. I think he looks amazing and outstanding, and the way they have his character is perfect. Selina's design, is what I thought to be expected, but I feel like it's a little too basic, honestly. At least they didn't make her a furry. Also, there's supposed to be a weird love triangle between Barbara, Bruce, and Selina. I hate the trend that Bruce Timm started, where he tries to get Batgirl and Batman together. It's just weird, man. I don't like it.
Are you kidding me? Are you out of your mind?
First off, Jim Gordon and Bruce are like best friends, and Barbara is 15 younger than Batman is, so it's kinda sus, my man. Just stop it. Joker, or Jay's design, is also too close to the Batman cartoon design. Now Harley looks like a literal child. She looks like she's 10. How is this person in high school right now? Why? Ivy, I think they got right, because she would definitely be that one popular girl in quotation marks, and it would be that type of stereotype, it would be that kind of stereotype. Bane looks stupid to me, and it took me a minute to actually realize that it was Bane. That in itself is a mistake. He was also a bully next to Croc, which I guess I could see happening. Last of the students is Mr. Freeze, which I definitely think he should have been a teacher because it literally has Mr. in his name. But also get this. You ready? You ready for this? His character is the cool guy.
Gosh, you're doing it again. Oh man, it's the 1990s again. Oh my gosh.
There isn't any art for the teachers that I could show you, but I'm just gonna have to list some of them off that we knew were going to be in it. Like Man-Bat was, or Kurt Langstrom was going to be the science teacher, and Ra's al Ghul was going to be the principal, which I think is both smart and stupid. Another thing about the show is that the humor would have been interesting. So basically, think Clone High, but Batman. That's the humor. edgy in quotation marks. Edgy humor, as you could say, which I feel makes sense, but it just doesn't fit Batman. Unfortunately, I would be able to fully judge it, but it was canceled before it even ever aired. Warner Brothers thought it would be a fail, so they instead took the idea and made it into superhero girls instead. I feel like it was a smart decision because it sells a lot of toys, that's for sure, but it just isn't good entertaining wise for television. I actually think that they should have went with this show instead, Gotham High, because it either would have been an unlikely hit and a cult classic, or it would be so bad that everybody remember its failure, which I think sounds way more interesting. Honestly, would watch it if it ever became a thing just to see, because it really does intrigue me. Also, apparently has been turned into a comic book if you want to check that out. Anyways, what do you think of Gotham High? Let me know in the comments down below. That's all for now. Have a good day, friends.